Hi everybody, Claire here from Buttercup Creations Art. Right, firstly I want to apologise. So this is video number 4. I did do it, but when I was creating the flowers and the extra branches, I actually realised when I was looking back through it, half the video, me doing stuff, was out of shot. So I really apologise, but I've got another journal cover that I'm creating with foxgloves on, so I will show you that in a video on how to do all the stitching close up, using that stand, tapestry stand was just not cutting it. I actually need the legs for it to stand on, so I'm actually hunting for one, because then I can mount a camera on top of it and show you close-ups of doing all the stitches as I was asked before. So as you can see, I've virtually done the front of it, with foxgloves going on. We've got the flowers there and some little bits of grass going on. I'm just going to finish off the leaves here, and then I'm going to think about the back. I would like to do a tree stump. I've actually got some of this here, so I wouldn't mind using a bit of that and maybe creating maybe a like a toadstool sat on top of it. I mean, that folded up, that looks a bit like a log, doesn't it? We'll work it out. So anyway, we're going to just finish off doing the leaves on this one. I'm still deciding on what closure to do. I wouldn't mind actually sewing a button on here and then using a tie to go into the back, to loop it over, or maybe do a normal wraparound closure like I normally do. Right, so let's get these leaves finished, and then I can move on to building the inside. Well, doing something on that side anyway, and then the inside, and then that should be the journal virtually completed. Yay! You're all saying. Right, so I'm just going to do a leaf here. So same as before. I'm just going, let me see if I can get up close. So I'm just going to do a line down to there. And then I'm going to be working my way back. So I'm going to just come down a little bit from it, from that top bit. Go back into the centre of that one. She says, I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame, because it's a bit difficult to see when you're, what I might do is press pause and bring the camera down closer so I can actually see that I'm in frame when I'm doing this. So let me just press pause a minute. Right, so I am a bit closer now. I can actually see the camera screen as well, so I can make sure I'm in shot. So just going down. Oh, that was a bit far. How far was that stitch? That's all right. Just go in there next to it to fill that gap. So how are you all doing? Oh, she says as she was about to talk. God, that is a big knot in it. Dearie me. There we go. There we are. Right, so now I'm going to go onto this side, and I'm just going to go just below the tip of that one, she says, if I can get the needle there. There we go. And back into the centre of that one. So just working your way down from the last stitch that you've done, and then it creates that bow effect. Like so. I'll just do one more. She says one more right there. And back into the centre. So there you go. First leaf done. And then we're just going to go to here. And then next to each other. And I'm just going to go down to there. Remember, don't pull your threads too hard, because otherwise you start having bowing and your fabric won't sit nicely on your frame, your actual book cover cape. You know, the main piece. And it'll look all wonky. So that's why I got the tapestry frame, so I could keep it nice and taut, the main fabric. And like I said, it's easier for me to work on when I'm downstairs, because I can get what I'm using and work away to my heart's content. Okay, so this one, and we're just going to go up here, get another one done there. So as you can see, it really works quickly and doesn't take that long when you get the swing into the swing of it. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing really well, looking after yourselves and busy crafting. Or at this precise moment whilst you watch this video, you've got your feet up with a nice cuppa and thinking about what you're going to be making next. And I hope, if you've never tried this before, you have a go. Okay, I've got cramp in my hand. Right, okay, so I'm going to knock that off, and then I'm going to do a couple onto that branch. So you don't have to do millions of leaves. It's that illusion of, you know what it is. It's a tree, not a great big brown blob on your front piece. Right, okay, so we're going to go on to this one, and I'm going to go right in there and to there. And then, like before, working our way back through, she says. I went over that stitch. Dearie me. Sackable fence. Okay. Oh. Put Daisy, gave her a treat, and for her to relax in her crate, because I was up here about to start filming, and because the postman came, put something through the letterbox. That's it. She thinks it's her dad's home. So she started started crying. I was like, oh, for goodness sake. Right, let's go downstairs so I can prove to you it's not your dad. Right, do we want any more anywhere else? I think one there, maybe. She says. Let me just get my needle up. Okay. Oh, where are you? Oh, my fingers are cramping. Okay. And around the other side. Okay. Oh. Let's try and use this thread up. Don't like wastage. One more. Uh-oh. Come on, right there. And there we go. Fabulous. Right, just knot it off. So because my thread's short, what I do is I go backwards into the loop. Does the same job. Right, okay. So there's that bit. So I'm happy with that. So what I want to do here is I want to create something using a bit of this. I am tempted just to cut a bit off. Like so. Just fold it down, snip those little strands off, methinks. Okay, my little basket. A bit too big. Oh, I cut that a bit wonky then. Oops. That done there. Right, okay. That's what we're going to do, and then we're going to do a little toadstool on the top, like that. Let's get some thread. She says. Get the scissors. So yeah, it'd be nice for an alternate colour on there. And it's all about the woodlands of where Peter Rabbit lives. I'm sure there's half a log somewhere with a toadstool sat on it. I'm sure there is. If not, I'm creating it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck that in. Tuck it in. So we've got a nice... Right. Okay. Try not to stab myself. Just trying to grab that. That there. Got it. We got it. And then just gonna run a stitch up through. She says, catch it. shot. Just making sure still. Ow. An advice, try not to stab yourself whilst creating your masterpieces. Just want that out there a bit. Okay. And like so. Then up through there. So yes, I've already started doing a journal cover to go for a journal to go on my Etsy shop. I'm in the swing of it now, guys. Oh, shot. I'm in the swing of getting loads done. Oh. There we go. Back to the beginning. Okay. Let's tie that off. Perfect. Right, so we want a bit of red, she says. So a bit of red and some white. Don't think I've, oh, actually I've got some of this nice cream tone there. So I've got some of this. That's the same as that, isn't it? Yes. Yes. So this is 0027 made by Anchor. Need a little bit. Tie that off. Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna go up there. And then I am just going to create I'm just gonna go backwards and forwards. Just create a solid block for the bottom of the toadstool. So as you see, I need to go in between them. And then we'll put the roof on of the toadstool. I'll actually do a couple. Oh, so and this one's going to be on a wonky slant. Okay. Perfect. And then all I'm going to do is just tie this one off. Like so. Put that through there. Like that. Fabulous. Right, so we want some bright red. Oh, let's have some red. Should we have red? Yeah, let's have some red too. Have red. I'm not showing you the inside of this because this, I dropped it the other day and we desperately need to sort it all out into colours again. Ow. Oh God, I caught me now then. Ow. Okay, so a nice little bit of red. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the side like that, and to that. And then all we're going to do is I'm just going to go in slightly from that stitch, she says, and in there. Oh, what have I caught? What have I caught? Oh, that's what I've caught. Look at that. Okay. Just need to pull this up. She says. Okay, and then pull this one. Like so. Then pull this one. Like so. Then I'm just going to go in one more to there. And to there. There's your first toadstool. Just need to go in there one more time. This is what you get for doing layers of fabric. But I don't want no gaps. Okay. There's one. I'm going to go over to this way. So I'm just going over the white here because then it actually looks like it's sat on top. See? And then come down, just go in slightly there and in slightly there. Out. And once again, try not to attack yourself with the needle. I need to go back in there so I can see a slight gap. That's better. And then one last one. She said, oh, right there, perfect. Oh, the parrot's talking, shouting it. Oh, he was last night because our dog food tub is under his cage. Oh, so I'm there, I pull it out and I lift up the one side of the lid. He's there screaming at me full pelt right next to my ear. So I screamed at him back. And he started doing it again. I was like, my husband's going, what are you two up to? I went, talk to your bird. You scream at me. Right, so there we go. Oh, look. There we have it. I don't know whether I want to do a foxglove here. Should we do one? Should we do one sat there? We'll see, it's got to be a bit bigger than the actual toadstools. So it looks like that's at the distance. And oh, price tag. Okay, let's go for it. Right, let me just put that away. And we're going to do one more foxglove. Bring it all together. She says, there we go. It's not the same colour, is it? No, I'm using darker one. So I'm just making sure I've got this different colour green to the one I'm using. Oh, it's whistling down there now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go up through here like so. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do back stitch all the way up. So on the next video we'll be creating the actual cover for this to sit on, because I've got to create a new spine, she says. Connect it all together. So I'm moving my feet. Okay. Listen to him. He's so naughty. He's not naughty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie that off there, and then I'm going to create the leaves at the bottom, as you do. And he's whistling again. He's doing it to Daisy. But I expect she's asleep now in her crate. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go in to there and to there. Oh, and we're going to do the same as like we do with these leaves. Obviously, it's a bit longer. I think I'm going to have to take this cardie off in a minute. I am cooking. The sun's out. I've got the washing machine going with all the bedding, so hopefully it stays nice and sunny. It's not cold. The sky's clear, beautiful blue. Get all the bedding done. Can't beat good fresh air, can you? To do your hang your washing out. So I've been looking at these eco laundry balls, because they do, what's that? The soap nuts, and then they do, what else was the other one? The eco egg or the eco ball. Oh, so they're like, you get some people who are doing, oh yeah, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. And you get other people going, no, horrendous. I'm thinking, what to do? I just want something a bit, where you spend so much on detergent, and I don't like how sometimes it makes your clothes feel. So anybody who uses any of those eco things and can highly recommend, please leave a comment below. Be greatly appreciated. Okay, right, so now we want to do some of the pink. Now this is the colour on the front there, so we'll do the same on the back just to tie it all in. And I want a good bit because I'm going to do some French knots, different size French knots. And then that is the cover done, I say. She says she's trying to thread the needle. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off up here, as you do, and I'm just going to do 3 lines together, so that's representing the open, what's going on here? Oh, sorry. Open flower, and then the bullions, not the bullions, the French knots represent the ones that are sort of open, and then the ones that are closed. So simple as that. I'm just going to go there one more, so as you can see, like so, and then over to the opposite side and do the same again. I mean, I know they have flowers all the way around, but like I said, with stitching, it's a representation of what you're creating. Okay, then we're going to go up to just there, just there, just there, and we're going to do the same again. How are we doing on time? 34 minutes. Oh, that's all right then. We're going to be under the 40 minutes. Don't want to bore you too much, guys. To the centre there. Okay, and then another one up here. Then we'll start going into the knots. Actually, no, we'll do one more set of lines. And then into the knots. Okay. To the next one. think my washing machine's finished. Perfect timing. Happy days. Right, okay. Now we're going to go into the bullion stick. French knots. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my needle point there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to slide down. And where you've come up with your thread, you're going to go back in. I tend to go right next door to it, as close as I can. And then I'm holding this with my thumb. So when I pull down, the needle should go straight down through, she says, like so. And all you're doing is you bring in your thread back on top. And it creates your little knot. Do the same again the other side. So needle point, 1, 2, 3, slide down to where next door to where you come up, hold it with your thumb, and you're going to go down through that wrap, and there you go. So what you need to do is make sure your needle is the same length all the way, bar obviously the tip. It makes it a lot easier if you get a fat head like so. As you can see, it's wider than the stem of your needle. It makes the work a lot easier to do. Just get that rid of that fluff. Right, so the next one, I'm going to go up and we're just going to wrap 2. So 1, 2, like so. Back down to where you come up, and then hold on with your thumb there and pull down through, and you should get it like that. One, two, 1, 2, back down. There we go. And like so. Right, so these ones here now, we're going to just do one single wrap. One single wrap, that's it. So 1 and down in. I'm going to hold the thread there. And this is where you start creating your baby ones. Like so. 1 down. Like that. And then I'm going to do 3 more. And then that is, oh sorry, I do apologise. That is one foxglove created. If you see your thread loose on there, so it's slightly loose, just pull that. Pull it, hold it with your thumb, and then you'll keep the tension. Don't pull too tight, otherwise you're not going to get your needle through. Okay. You're still going to get a knot, but it's going to be a sloppy knot. That's what we'll call it, a sloppy knot. Okay. And then one last one, just up here. And that one once in. And there we have it. So there you go. One foxglove. Ta-da! Toastals. Perfect. There we go, guys. So that is it. That is the cover created. I mean, you think if you sat down and done it in a done all this work, you would get this completed in a day. And that's including having your couple of breaks, doing your housework, and getting on the go. And you could get it all done. So it worked really quickly. And there we have it. So on the next video, we're going to be creating the actual base cover. And we will, once we've done that, we can actually glue this to the base. So it's there, ready and raring to go. All right. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration in creating something new with your journal covers. I hope you have a lovely day. Don't forget, check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a lovely day. Happy crafting. Bye.